I'm going to say something today that I've been building toward in every statement I have made over the past months, not in a careful language of political analysis. I am going to name what has happened to ZANU-PF. I'm going to name the network that has captured it. I'm going to name the commercial interests that are driving Cap3, and I'm going to tell you plainly on the record with my name and my rank attached what this means for Zimbabwe and what must be done about it. Sasa mashukuru tuko hapa na retired Lieutenant General Winston Mabranga achiti the Uganda parallel state, a cartel that captured Zimbabwe's liberation movement, and while Cap3 is their slow motion coup. We will subscribe or like on the bell icon. Nasi anobda anyora achiti. I have earned the right to say what I am about to say. I fought for this country in the liberation war. I served this republic in uniform for decades. I've attended the funerals of men who died so that Zimbabwe could govern itself, so that its resources could serve its people rather than commercial arrangements of networks that mistake proximity to powerful national ownership. Those men did not die for Uganda. I will not be silent while Uganda finishes what it has been doing to their legacy. The Uganda network is not political faction. It is not public tendency. It is not a succession preference within a liberation movement navigating its internal debates. It is a parallel state operating within the formal architecture of ZANU-PF and the government of Zimbabwe, bypassing the party's traditional hierarchy, exerting direct influence over State House and national fiscal policy through informal channels whose existence the formal institutions cannot see and therefore cannot check. Uganda cartel led by Kutagure, Wikinuchi Vice Kutusakupanya and Tungwarara has emerged as a parallel command structure that is infiltrated for the ZANU-PF and the government by bypassing the party's traditional hierarchy. This group exerts direct influence over the State House and national fiscal policy. The cartel has reportedly looted over $3.2 billion in state funds, laundering the proceeds through domestic and international financial institutions such as CBZ, FBC, ZB, and Eagle Bank. Using these funds, some members of the Uganda group have bought their way into ZANU-PF Central Committee. The infiltration has deepened state capture and fueled factionalism, significantly weakening ZANU-PF and increasing the risk of an internal revolt or a camp before 2027. Cap3 must be defeated, not modified, but negotiated, not amended into acceptability, defeated completely, finally, by whatever combination of constitutional, legal, political, institutional, and popular forces can be exposed. Not in whisper, not in anonymous social media post, in the documented, precise, legally grounded language of accountability, journalism, and political analysis, named with evidence in public repeatedly. I know the question that their commercial positions generate are answered, not legal threats, but with transparent disclosure. Toma developments alipopangwa ine pina comment section medu tafukura enyu watu kudipa msalipe chitwa ichi. Musa subscribe or like, chita on the bell icon.